y'all. We back again for another week of the Chasing Atlanta reviews. We are on episode 3 and 4. Nique.
Yeah. What's up, y'all?
You ready?
I guess I'm ready, child.
Bitch, we back again. You know, the girls said they had loved us. They was like they love our chemistry and what we talking about. They told us, you and Nique need to make a the podcast, both of y'all together, because we love y'all.
Girl, somebody told some y'all like Robin and Giselle. I was like, please,
girl,
no,
no, we're not Robin and
it's not giving
They're
that.
late. We're not late.
But yeah, I enjoy doing this. It's fun.
Yes, it
give
gives
my
us
opinion on other people's scenes, the production, all those type of things.
Because, child,
okay, child.
they're not giving what they think they're giving still. But we're going to get into that. But how was your week? How's everything?
Everything's been good. You know, work.
Yeah, same.
Making time for my loved one.
Yeah, you know, doing what we do. But we're going to get right into it because, child, we got 2 episodes. And this episode, we doing the candle making and all that good stuff. You know how that went. And then
Lord have mercy.
Also, next episode, we really get into like, you know, more of just what's been going down in the group. We talk about more about the candle scene. We talk about the sex tour party. We talk about
It's been a lot going on.
Seven and Kane doing their thing, child and bitch.
Let's get into it.
Let's get right into it. So, at the beginning of episode 3, you know, you had Rico and Cassadine, and he met up with Wayne. And he was talking to Wayne, you know, there wasn't really a lot going on in the scene.
Oh, a lot of lies.
A lot of lies.
Yeah.
And you know, of course, I think Wayne still want Rico.
I mean, I don't give a damn when it comes to them too, I'll be honest. But I mean, that's cute for them.
Mm.
What's also cute is the poodle earrings Wayne had in his ear. He's obsessed.
Yes, he said this the fact that you peeped that, because bitch, I ain't even peeped that.
Yeah, the girls be playing on my time and everybody think I'm just some crazy bitch.
Bitch, I'm dead.
I'm like, girl, now you want poodles in your ear?
Bitch,
go off.
He the doll snatcher, girl.
Girl, who he snatched? We're still trying to figure that out.
So Rico said he wanted to get you and Wayne together, basically. Like, he wanted y'all to talk and all of that good stuff before, you know, especially after, like, the situation. Like, he wanted y'all to, like, be cool. Do you think he was doing it maliciously? Like, do you think it was... What do you think?
I think his intentions were genuine. I honestly do. But I also will say that, I mean, I feel like he gonna be riding for Wayne regardless. Like you just said, they probably around here fucking and sucking. So it's like, girl, the loyalty lies in the dick. So, yeah. Next question, Tamika.
Who giving the dick?
Girl, I told you I don't want to think about it.
Who's giving the dick?
Girl, the way Rico legs was thrown back at the end of this damn episode, bitch. I guess
that's the
yeah,
bitch. Ooh, him and Jay.
Girl, it's a lot of intermingling.
We gonna go right. We gonna get into that later on down the line. So now Willa did her counseling session with Twan, and you know, watching that scene and seeing Willa be so vulnerable, like really, I don't know. It was different because it's like, you know, Willa's normally closed off. Not necessarily closed off, but she don't really show her feelings like that. Yeah, she's very private. So like for her to open up like that on camera, like was really, it was a lot for me to sit there and watch my friend like say like she, you know, she's been through all this stuff and what she was dealing with like with family and, you know, just in herself. And one thing she brought up, you know, was her wanting to commit suicide and
unalive herself.
Yeah, like unalive herself. She did say that she wanted to unalive herself, and watching that made me like, I don't know, like how did it make you feel?
I literally teared up because just being transparent, I've been there as well. I mean, not to say that we want to end it all, but I do think that at some point we feel like we're at our lowest point when it's really not. It's a mental thing.
Right.
But that's when you begin to seek counseling the way she did.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate the fact that Twan Dixon, a lot of people don't know, he traveled from Alabama, you know, to make these scenes happen for us.
Yeah.
So I think that's a big deal. And just the fact that not that it's just Willa, but just cast members, period, are taking heed to the fact that therapy is something that's needed and they're getting it.
And I think that that's something that we've, especially after you introducing me to him, I feel like that's something that we really, fell through with and continue to do because I feel like it really helps us along the way. Like
Yeah.
sometimes we can't control our thoughts and
Yeah.
sometimes we can't like understand like how we really feel. But
It's like getting an alignment for your car. It's not that you have a bad car. It's like bitch shit just get off track sometimes. And
right,
you gotta do what you gotta do.
right,
Drop that bitch off at the shop and
right,
put some work on that hoe.
right.
Same goes for us.
Yeah.
That's why these girls be out here just all over the place.
Yeah,
They
basically.
can't stay in their own lane because they out of alignment.
That he out of alignment.
Y'all better listen to
You
me.
better not you finna
Deacon Nick, baby.
Nique in the building, bitch. Because I was gonna say, girl, go ahead and give me the word.
But that's why I feel like this platform. I feel like we just gotta we got cuss a bitch out, but you also got to see the bigger picture.
Yeah, you definitely got to see the bigger picture.
And this is one of the moments that's a bigger picture.
Now, I had talked to Swan or whatever, and Swan was like, somebody in the comments on the show was like, is he just doing this just because, like, is he even a real therapist? And I was like, Swan,
Nationally accredited.
Nationally accredited, by the way. Like, I was like, Swan, I'm going to talk about that on my show. I'm just going to let the girls know, like, he's a real therapist. You can look him up. You can book him through your insurance.
I'm about to say, how about you book him?
With your insurance card.
I see the comments, but it's like, even when it comes to shows, because we're not far from Bad Girls Club, but when you watch shows like back in the day, like Bad Girls Club, they had a residential therapist.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just what it is. And I mean, if you have somebody to recommend or offer, let us know. Leave that in the comments, babe.
Yeah, and we can refer you to the right person.
Thank you.
So after that, we get into Jay, and things are tumbling down with Jay. Last episode, Jay was it last episode or was it first episode?
It was episode 2. I think they went house hunting.
They went house hunting.
The man got 5 churn.
5 churn. I don't know if he was talking about dogs or real churn.
I don't know.
But he got 5 churn. And in this episode, he said that they break it up. He said that he was on Twitter with the boys, and he was bent over on the Twitter, like showing his stuff on Twitter. I don't know if he was bent over or showing his thing. I don't really know. I can't worry about it.
But anyways, okay. So a little backstory. I did know that was going on, and I know on the show that y'all haven't seen me and Jay together as much, but we did turn a new leaf this season. So I did. He reached out to me and said, like, "Bitch, I really need your help. Can you pull up on me?"
And you were playing Bag Lady.
I was playing Bag Lady real bad, bitch. I should have had Erica busting down the speakers on the way.
Okay.
Because, bitch, I will be honest, bitch. I drive a little Infinity, bitch, and she loaded that bitch out from the front seat to the trunk.
Yeah, he said I called Dominique, and Dominique came over and helped me get out. I was like, bitch, is this waiting to exhale, bitch?
Bitch, and them bags were heavy. I love you, Jay. Them bags were heavy, bitch. And then in my townhouse, I had it in my living room. Girl, I had to take them upstairs, girl. It was a lot. I love you, though, Jay. Anytime you need me, call me.
Okay, call me no matter where you are.
Call me, beat me, bitch.
Bitch, if you need to reach me, bitch. But when he said that, I was like, damn, but were you shocked that they broke up? Like, did you think, like...
No. The girls move fast.
Mm-hmm.
The girls move fast. And we got to learn at this big age that, take your time. We all want love, but... I'm not for the rush nothing.
Yeah.
I really don't have time for it.
Yeah.
I didn't rush my last relationship, the relationship before that, and the one that's coming whenever it comes. I'm not gonna rush that one either.
Yeah.
Y'all won't be on my damn TV screen.
Because bitch, they will have a man today, be broke up tomorrow, and have another man the next day.
Yes.
No shade.
Stay tuned though.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
It does.
Yeah, stay tuned.
You're right.
They are bringing niggas out the woodworks.
Out the woodworks. You are absolutely right. We're gonna stay tuned with that. So yeah, we're definitely gonna stay tuned. So next episode, Tony was with, I guess her old gay kids, or they were old gay guy kids. Mm-hmm. The Powder Puff Girls. Mm-hmm. Yes. Bitch.
That's what they call themselves.
Oh, that's what they call themselves for real?
Yes.
They said in the episode?
I hope so.
I don't need to be going out in nobody's street.
No, that's what they said. They said they were the Powerpuff Girls because there was 3 of them.
Did they say that or did the comments say that?
No, they said that.
Oh, okay. Okay, girl. I be paying attention, but I don't really be. I be deep in some scenes, but I was deep when Tony started talking. And after hearing Tony talk to her kids, and say she lacked boundaries. Like, do you think it's important, like, for us to have boundaries, like, in life and with people and just like in things that we do?
Yeah, I feel like boundaries are necessary in all relationships and friendships because, I mean, we all have triggers. We all have things that bother us. We all have things that annoy us.
Mm-hmm.
And if we're going to take the time to get to know each other, we have to know each other's boundaries.
Yeah,
So,
that's facts. And I think Tony, I will say one thing Tony is doing this season when it comes to like what we're like just being on the show. Like she's being very informative. She's being very like talking about things that I feel like should be talked about
yeah.
because I think, and I was telling Willow this too. I think a lot of us in these friendships, just in general, like with the people on the show, like I feel like we lack boundaries. We didn't come in saying like this is what I want from you. This how you need to treat me kind of thing. And it's we end up seeing how they end up treating us, feel like they can talk to us any kind of
Yeah.
way, say what they want to
Yeah.
say, and then feel like we're supposed to accept it.
Yeah.
And no, like bitch, get you some boundaries, put that shit on the floor, and girl, either respect it or not.
Stand on it.
Yeah, basically, bitch, stand in the motherfucking paint. So Jay talks about like him wanting to give up fashion as if he, if this isn't his thing. Like if fashion is something he doing in his sleep. And I remember Jay told me that I don't know if you remember the story when Jay said he went blind.
Mm-mm. Bitch, what?
Jay was I don't know if I was supposed to say that. But no, it's dead ass. He went blind for when he was younger for I want to say months. I don't know if it was weeks or months. I can't remember the full story, but he went blind.
Well, I'm
And
glad he could see.
right. He was like the only thing that helped him while he was blind is that's how he learned how to sew because he was sewing blind. He remembered he was trying to figure out patterns and doing all that while he was blind because that's the one thing that he knew how to do and that's the one thing that made him happy.
Damn.
So yeah, bitch, we gotta. Jay girl, I'm out here spilling your tea. I hope
Yeah, you need to get Jay over here.
I'm gonna have to call you before I put this. Well, no, I'm gonna put it out, but I'm gonna call you and let you know that I said I can't worry. But girl, we glad you can see. But
We love
do you
you,
think
Jay.
Jay should give up on fashion? Like, do you feel like he should just throw in the towel because he, feels, not in love with it anymore?
No, I feel like we all get discouraged in our craft, but I do feel like we all have a calling. Um, no matter what it is, a lot of people shit. I'm a dog groomer, and he sometimes I get down about my craft and I get snowblind to the fact that I have a talent that most don't have.
Right.
And that's the case for Jay. I mean, I wish I could make clothes like Jay make clothes because I wouldn't be buying shit out these stores.
Period.
So it's just like, don't give up on yourself, and it goes for everybody out there. Just stay prayed up because that's the biggest thing. Like if you pray, you'll be focused.
Yeah.
That's going back to that alignment. But yeah.
Yeah. Girl. Word of the night, alignment.
Yes.
The speaker is speaking tonight. The speaker is keep saying the word alignment. So you need to get out there and get in your alignment teas.
Okay.
But no, I've been praying too. I feel like you said, praying does get you focused and praying because I feel like consistency starts with praying. If you can be consistent prayer, you can be consistent with anything else that you're doing
A
in
healthy
your life.
mindset.
Yeah, it's a healthy mindset. So, next we were born had a sit down with Wayne.
We were born.
Had a sit down with Wayne, but there was nothing there. They just talked about you. So next,
Oh damn! Hey y'all.
so Tonka and Cassadine are at Jay's fashion show, and Jay is.
Can I speak on that real quick? I know we want to move very quickly
Go
past
ahead.
that, but it's so crazy how y'all booked a flight, flew all the way to Houston.
No, Chicago.
No. They were in Houston. Wayne and were in Houston.
Oh, Wayne was in Houston.
Wayne was in Houston. So it's like y'all booked a flight to go all the way to Houston and have this mass production. Girl, this is y'all. Well, I'm not gonna say y'all because I'm not trying to tie We Were Born into this. Wayne, this is your work scene, basically. And you took the time to talk about me. Why could you show these? Like you rapped a little bit, but you spent more time talking about me than rapping.
I was just over I feel like it gave me nothing. Like that's what I've been saying. Like, bitch, y'all been talking about clocking in, but bitch, every scene that I see y'all in, y'all not really clocking in. No shade. Like, bitch, that was not a clock in.
No, it was.
Because y'all could have talked about something else, but y'all could even gave a little bit more shade. It was just very much basically like I wanna, whatever. And I'm just like, I don't know. I felt like it was a bit much.
Yeah, but like you said, next.
So Tonka and Cassidine's boyfriend went to Jay's fashion show in Chicago.
Okay.
Now, Jay said he was showing in front of like people that were in, that worked in marketing for Chanel. I think it was like some other brands there too. And I felt proud of him. But one thing that really made me laugh in that scene was Rico them sitting in VIP. And then while they sitting in VIP, they just, they said cute. They like, oh yeah, we got front row seats with okay, so have you, and they made their ass move.
Girl, that's the stunt you would have pulled. So what's so funny?
No, bitch, it wasn't a bitch.
Bitch, you
I'm
would
gonna
have said,
see.
girl, I'm gonna sit right here and see what's going on. Girl, they got the cute bags up here, girl. Oh, what's in here? Girl, that would have been you.
No, bitch. I would have been sitting there, but it would have been my motherfucking seat, bitch. One thing
Girl,
about
okay,
me,
Miss
it would have been
Gaskins.
Miss Gaskins. You're right here. That's all. That's me. But bitch, that just made me laugh because when they got up and moved them, like bitch, they went in the area where you seen the people. They was just on.
They were in the bushes. They were in the motherfucking bushes. Now, one thing about it, the two
I
things
was
for
gagging.
sure, I do want to say shout out to Blake Martin. That's the designer whose show that was. And I also would like to say, if I was in Chicago and I would have got that invite, we would have been sitting front row because I personally know Blake Martin.
I was trying to, mind you, that weekend I had texted Dario. I was like, and Dario, the girls going to Chicago. He was like, yeah. I said, I should go. He said, you can if you want to, but I was just like, bitch, I'm not gonna buy a ticket because the ticket was like a week before.
Yeah, Chicago not cheap to travel to.
No, not at all.
But I mean, I think that was very cute, and I'm proud of him. That's a big deal. It was a lot of big names in the audience. So hey, keep doing your thing.
Yeah, definitely keep doing this thing. So I'm gonna say this.
Sit your butt down.
Yeah.
Tighten. Sit down. Unless you're going on the patio. Sorry, y'all. What's going on?
Hey, y'all. We back. We just being aunties and uncles and
daddies.
being a daddy up here. Mm-hmm.
Daddy.
So we went to the candle making event, which is next. That's what we're gonna talk about next. So we went to the candle making event, bitch.
Yeah, we can go there.
And girl, I'm not gonna lie. When I got to that candle making, like I said in my green screens, bitch, I ain't gonna say my blood boiled, but bitch, I got hot, and bitch, my heart just started pounding because bitch, I didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen. I didn't know what the fuck.
Bitch, you knew I was on the way.
I was in the motherfucking stage. Like, bitch, I'm like, girl, what the fuck?
Ain't nobody gonna touch you.
What is going on in here? Like, how do I really feel? But we're gonna start from the beginning. Oliver brings in the event, or whatever case may have you. In the midst of him bringing in the event, he is talking to Tonka and Tony, and and letting them know like who he's bringing into the scene of the set or whatever. Mm-hmm. So after that, King Kane walks in, and King Kane walks in, like I said, with his scarf wrapped around his head, thinking that he was in vintage Louis Vuitton.
Okay.
And
Louis Prada Gucci.
I popped them tags. So, but as he's walking in, Tonka said he thought Kane was very attractive and he met him before.
With the little googly eye.
With the little googly eye.
Ooh.
Where do you think they met at? Do you think it was in the streets, or was he saying like they met before, like met up? Like
okay. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Tucker also said he knew me, so I don't want nobody thinking he knew me from no bitch sex dungeons like the other girls. But I mean, I'll just be honest. From the way he said it, it sounded like they was fucking. So hey, I guess they fucking.
Oh girl.
Or have fucked, or fool around, or fool la la. I don't know.
Tonka, what's the tea?
Let us know.
What were y'all doing? We want to know. Do you think Tonka and Kane would be like a good match? Do you think like they're fit for each other?
I think love is love. I mean, if they find something in each other, baby, hey, hold on to it.
Do you think that Kane is good for Tonka?
I don't think Kane is good for Tonka. Mm-hmm. But that's my personal opinion.
I agree.
But it's something else I'll point out. I feel like the reason, and I mean, as we progress, you'll see more, but I feel like the reason Kane is acting the way he's acting, because for one, we do have somewhat of a history that literally ended years ago, but we'll get into that. And the fact that Again, he knew Oliver. He met you out at 10th of Piedmont with me. He just think he knows the girl, so he's coming on extremely
strong.
comfortable.
Yeah, very comfortable.
So
very,
it's
very
like, okay, somebody else that can't know.
Yeah.
Who's next?
We were
Girl, okay.
Fast forward to, we making the candles, we doing all that good stuff. Like,
I tip in.
you tip in, and when you tip in the set, how did you feel when you tipped in?
When I tipped in, I already knew it was gonna be some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I already knew it was some shit that we needed to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
But I also was ready to move forward from everything that pertained to me and you.
Right.
Let's get this shit done today.
Yeah. Right.
But I mean, I was on guard, but it's like no bitch makes me uncomfortable.
Right.
So I was having a great Saturday.
Yeah, bitch. The Saturday was good. How did you like your candle? I like my
I never
candle.
got it.
Well, we finished it.
I mean, I finished it. Yes, I love my candle.
Yes. Well, Tonka, I'm happy with Tonka Car at the time. I think him and J Car got stole around at the same time.
Yeah. And our candles in
our candles was in the fucking car. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that either, but child.
They gonna jump us. Come on.
Whatever. Love y'all. But so after that, I'm over there, y'all over there talking and chatting and stuff, and me and Oliver over here having our own conversation in the corner. Cause Oliver's like, well, I'm just like, bitch. He was like, you gonna say something? And I was like, should I say something? Like, bitch, should I address this girl in this place right now? I'm like, this your thing. So like, what you feeling? And he was just like, bitch, do it. And that's when I turned back around and I was just like, and I sat back. Cause bitch, when I sat back, I knew at that moment, I wasn't mad. I knew I wasn't finna get turned up, but I knew as soon as I brought it to him, he was gonna get out of character. So,
I like, girl, here they go.
Here you go. So bitch, I addressed King Kane.
You addressed her.
And she was pressed.
Yeah.
I feel like she was pressed because I feel like you shouldn't have been if you didn't do anything wrong, if there was nothing that you felt uncomfortable about having this conversation, you didn't mind the conversation, or you felt like he felt like he was ambushed, clearly from what we've been hearing elsewhere.
Okay.
But
in the blogs
and in the streets and stuff. But
I'm not finna do this with you, bitch. But yeah, she I felt like she was very pressed about the situation. I do feel like when it came to the situation, I wanted more so y'all to talk it out because when it come to me and you, I knew me and you was good, and when it came to Kane, honestly, I didn't give a fuck.
Right.
So it's like I've done so much for Kane behind the scenes, and it's like I would never sit up here and try and drag you on camera,
right.
like unknowingly.
Right.
Like if anything, I never thought Kane was going to come on here and do all this because for one, everything he said, I know for a fact he lied.
Right.
And because in the manner he's saying it is like, yeah, the context is absolutely incorrect. But
Right.
of course, if somebody asks me about, of course, the elephant in the room, why Troy and Dominique ain't talk.
Right.
Okay, girl, we wasn't talking, but at the same time, I've never badmouthed him in that process when we wasn't talking.
Right.
So, he came to my house, told me what he said, but it was like he was fishing for information now that I look back on it. So fast forward to now, and he's on this season, it's like, girl, you coming on real strong for somebody that really helped you.
Right.
In your lowest moments, and you know what I'm talking about.
Oh. Child. Did you know King Kane was gonna be on the season, or do you think he knew he was gonna be on the season before he came to you with the bullshit? I do think
he knew he was gonna be on this season. I think that's why he was making his rounds with all the Chasing Atlanta girls. Tickling all their fannies.
Yeah.
And doing what he do.
Child.
So I feel like he came on here to be
a mess.
Yeah.
And that's why at the end of the scene when we was talking, I was just like, bitch, you're messy. And he was like, I'm not messy. Y'all, we are so sorry, bitch.
It's the dogs. It's
the dogs. The cameraman is doing the most tonight, bitch. Firing him. And let me call my cameraman back. Oh, answer that real quick. We can answer this on live, y'all. It's okay. We live. We ain't even really doing a live. Because we can go right back into it.
You call you hey, you call me every
We
time.
are here on Chase and Review,
No.
and Nique has picked up the phone. Nique, hi. Hi, friend.
Second time.
This is the second time. Look at you. It's destined. Period.
But I'm gonna hit you soon as I leave out of here.
Mhm.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.
Niggas. But go ahead.
Oh, Nique, what's the tea?
Ain't no tea. You know.
Mm.
If you don't know, you're gonna find out.
Period. How do you feel about like what Kane said basically? Like how do you feel like him putting out like false things? Because like I told Willa and like I said to you, like I feel like things that he said and how he said it just didn't sound like things that you would say.
What
So
upper
like how do
echelons, and I'm up here, and he down here. Like, girl, if that's the case, I wouldn't even hang out with Troy if I felt like that about him. Like,
okay, girl, we don't have no
girl,
basic
and no
issues.
shade, bitch. We do the same things and hang with the same people,
Okay, girl.
and as you can see, we're the same designer. So it's like, girl,
We're
if
not
anything,
we're not in the same circles. We don't hang around the same girls.
no, for real. So it was like, if anything, girl, just let us welcome you in, because at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. Y'all got to go through us to get in this bitch. So what you gonna do? Yeah.
You either gonna play nice, bitch, or you gonna get kicked out. Period.
Yeah.
Period.
Stay tuned to the pool party.
Cause trust you,
We gonna have a time.
We gonna have a time. So in your green screens, you know, you had said you wasn't the middleman. It made the baddest bitch win. Who was the baddest bitch? Because there was no other bad bitch in there, but you and I and the other girls.
Okay, the baddest bitch. Did you clear it?
Well, let me say in that instance, we weren't gonna put anybody else in. Because in that instance, it was only bad bitch. There was only one bad bitch.
Did you clear it?
I did.
Okay, made the baddest bitch win.
Because girl,
because at the end of the day, Miss Kane, she won't smoke with you.
One more
I just want you to have to go ahead and, girl.
No, you know I was gonna eat her up anyway.
Get it out the way.
Can't worry about it. But no, the comments said. I was reading the comments on the episode, and I wrote this in my notes too.
Yeah.
The boy was like, why did Nique feel like he wasn't in the middle when that's his friend? And I wanted to clarify because, and I'm gonna let you clarify, but I'm just gonna say on my part, I feel like Nique wasn't in the middle because at the end of the day, Nique didn't address Kane. I addressed Kane. So I feel like Nique put in what he said. He defended himself on the situation of what Kane was saying and what wasn't factual. But I feel like in that moment, it was about me and Kane because, I wanted to know why the fuck you were. Because I don't see Kane outside of this. Like outside of if I go to the other mall and Kane is at work, then I'll see Kane. But other than that, I don't see Kane. I don't hang out with Kane outside of this. So yes, I know Kane. Yes, we've hung out before. Yes, I've done his show. But me and Kane aren't like besties. So why he talking about something he didn't bring it to the camera? But why would I? Why would I
and
not
I'm so
talk
tired
about
of the girls breaking fourth wall, cameras and storylines and season, and it's like, girl, do y'all know what y'all doing? Y'all swear y'all know what y'all doing, but do y'all really know how to do this reality TV shit?
Because we literally have not like. I feel like we haven't been in a place of like just negativity. I feel like when Kane came in, it just was like
it's extremely negative.
It's negative, but it's extremely exhausting in a sense because just like, girl, why can't you know how to have a regular conversation?
Yeah.
Like, why does it have to be all that all the time? Why you always gotta be
yeah? And another reason, and to the point of this comment, when it came to Troy and Kane from the very beginning of this season, for one, I feel like all of us are grown men and everybody can handle their own issues. I just feel like when it came to their situation, I feel like you can stand on your own. Yeah. Bitch, a hoe ain't gonna wear him out in front of me.
And but bitch,
so
she was just clearly Oliver already told her that she couldn't fight, and he agreed. And bitch,
so it's just like a hoe ain't gonna wear him. You know, I just want y'all to get it. Like I just said, I want y'all to just get it out, let it be done. And I just like he was trying to say, like we're like double teaming him or attacking him. I didn't want it to seem like that because like I stood there and said, "Hey, chill." You know, when it came to Kane, it's just like you doing a lot. Like just listen to what he got to say. You can respond, and then we could be done with this shit. But twirling out and throwing your hips and all that on your way out is like, bitch, what did you giving all that for?
Right, because nothing was solved at that point.
Nothing was solved. And as y'all gonna see, the next time we see each other, it's gonna be some more bullshit.
It's gonna be some more bullshit. So, but yeah, I feel like Honestly, the girls really thought that they were going to tear something down and didn't. And to be saying all that he said, which I'll talk about that on the next thing too. Like to say all that he said, it's just like, girl, you sound like you want to be more of friends with a bitch than anybody else.
Yeah.
That's really what it sounds like to me. But
yeah, in the
girl,
future, y'all see
You'll see.
how it unfold.
You,
He gonna drag a bitch, and then he gonna say, "Nique and Troy, my friends," and it's just like, girl,
yeah,
moving on,
moving on, really much so.
because my spirit getting bad again.
Bad again, girl. Girl, the wine is for some reason talking to me and it's making me want to cut up. But anyway, we're gonna take a quick break real quick and we're gonna come back and we're gonna do episode 4 because when I tell y'all episode 4 is when the teas and things really crank up and I feel like we also get so much shit in episode 4. So we'll be right back. Nene, you good?
I'm good. I got my water.
And I got my wine, period.
Okay.
Just turn grapes and water into wine,
Oh,
period.
girl.
All right, well, y'all, we'll be right back. All right, y'all, welcome back to my second review with the Nique. What's the tea?
I'm feeling good.
I'm feeling good.
We're making our way on through this thing.
Making our way on through this thing. Now, we're going to get into episode 4 now, bitch.
This is when...
I had to pour me a little bit more wine.
Yeah, this is when the shit started.
For the episode 4. Nique said my throat wide, y'all. Can't worry about it.
I mean,
now,
the proof is in the pudding.
So we're going to start right back at the candle making. And, child, this is when Oliver pulls us to the side and we just have a conversation with Oliver. And honestly, I do want to say shout out to Oliver because I am loving Oliver's energy this season. I feel like he is really being a team player and really also
starting a lot of shit, but he here.
He here. He clocked in. He's actually clocked in. So where is your relationship, Oliver? Because Oliver did say in the scene, you know, that me and him had a better relationship, but he didn't know where his relationship stood with you. Like he didn't know where y'all were, like personally. So like, where are you and Oliver now?
I think me and Oliver are good. The best we've ever been.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we have an understanding when it comes to one another. I think it was almost like my family. My family's real hard on me, and I feel like Oliver's really hard on the cast. You know, I mean, and it's because of expectations, because he wants us to all be our best, I would think. But it could come off harsh sometimes. So my point is, sometimes you got to prove yourself to Oliver. Like, you know, I'm gonna really put in the work. I'm gonna actually be one of the girls who actually is trying to, you know, elevate this platform without just riding along on the coattail of others. So, I mean, I feel like we've found that mutual respect for each other and we're good.
And I also want to say, I think that it makes me feel better too that that Oliver is in a good space with us because it's like, bitch, we ain't gotta be like, oh girl, we gotta go film with Oliver. But like we can have fun with the old heads and let the new girls really do their thing. And I feel like that's good that being that we're in our last season, like everything kind of like came like full circle in a sense. You had said Kane had some points in his conversation with me and the thing. You was like, yeah, Kane had some points, Troy had some points, because I want to know what points did he have.
When I said that? In my confessional? Kane has some points.
He didn't have
bitch,
points.
Just stop talking to that hoe. How about that? Bitch, that's not the girl to run tea down to.
I'm just being shady, bitch. I'm just being
I'm like,
funny.
girl.
I'm just cackling.
Yeah.
Bitch, no. But I feel like the candle making event was actually a really good event, and I feel like it was intimate.
Yeah.
Those are like things that I like to do, like really to just be intimate and like really have a good time, honestly. So, yeah, shout out to Oliver for always giving the girls a really good event. Because one thing about Oliver, if we do something, 9 times 10, we might show out, but we gonna have a good time.
It's gonna be cute, but I mean, and if it wasn't for Oliver, we'll be waiting. So,
waiting for it all.
Yeah,
honestly, because just shut up. Anyway, so next we get into Miss Toni Bryce, and she is getting ready to have her nose job done. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Niece.
Tighten. Knock it off. Jesus.
I'm gagging. No, but Toni went to get her nose job done, and How did you feel about Tony's before the nose job? Like when she first came into, when she was on the phone with Tonka, or before she went into surgery, like how do you feel like she looked prior to?
I feel like Tony's beautiful. I feel like, you know, let's just say beauty is an eye of the beholder, because I mean we could say she looks amazing all day, but it's about how she feels. I respect everything she's doing. I would never want her to overdo it, because I do feel like she's a beauty as she is. But if you got the money to do it, bitch, I might be laid up at somebody's damn consultation if I had the coin. So it's like, girl.
Okay, bitch. What? Cause you know William the Baddest just said he doing the removal of the fat in his jaws. I want to do that so bad. Suck this face in just a little bit, just a little, not a lot. Just like, give me more of a like.
Let's talk later.
Feel into my jaw
girl,
structure. No. I need my jaw structure to show.
No, with a beard.
I might be bald headed and just go bald all over.
Girl,
like my daddy. Face,
you see what I'm
beard,
talking
all
about?
that. No, it might give model fish. Can't worry about it. But so Tony was like basically in the consultation. Well, she called Tonka on the phone, and Tonka was basically asleep. Like Tonka, like, bitch, I go to work in a few hours. Like, girl, don't you hate when a bitch call you early in the morning?
Okay.
And bitch, you just waking up. It's like, girl, I do not want to talk on the phone.
This is my private time.
This is my private time, bitch. I got to get myself together.
Okay, for the world.
Okay, for the world. But after she got on talking to Tonka, she had her consultation with the doctor, like telling the doctor what she wanted. And basically she was like trying to push the doctor to like cut more of her nose off, or like nip more of her nose, or pinch it in more. And the doctor was basically saying like, girl, look, this too much. Like, you trying to go too far, and bitch, I'm trying to just be a good doctor, let you know like what you shouldn't do.
Yeah.
And he basically told her that he couldn't do it. Like, do you think she was pushing too hard for the doctor to really like?
No, I feel like this is her life, and I do appreciate her for showing her reality on chasing reality. I feel like this is conversations that need to be had.
Right.
I feel like this gives visibility to the trans girls, because at the end of the day, they're going to have these surgeries. Well, they don't have to. Let me correct myself. But they go through this journey, and on that journey comes a lot of surgery.
Right.
So it's like, you know, this is her telling her truth. And bitch, if she say pinch, bitch, pinch it.
Yeah.
If she have car clear.
Well, I'm going to play devil's advocate, because I agree with one of the people in the comments was just like, you know, thank you to the doctor for not wanting to be a doctor that commits malpractice. And I'm just like, you know, I get it, because if he could be in too close, bitch, she might not be able to fucking breathe.
Yeah, that's
you know,
true.
so I'm just
or
like, you know,
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, and I don't want it to give that for her. Like, I think she's really pretty, and I love Tony Spear, her energy. So I think that, you know, I kind of agree with the doctor, and I was like, doctor, like, bitch, I'm glad you stood your ground and not gave her. I know what she want, but it's just like, girl, you said you gonna get that rhinoplasty soon.
Yeah.
We gonna wait on that rhinoplasty, but girl,
yeah.
get what you gonna get right now. And I think, you know, I think it was tea. I think at the end, how you felt about the final result?
It was amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like Tony looks good.
Yeah, when I see
the
Tony
last time
out,
I seen the bitch, what's up?
What's up, girl? You're giving tea.
Yeah.
Like, now I want to say this, and Tony, girl, because I had fucking lived when Tony had no makeup on at the end, which they were showing that face. I said, oh, bitch, Miss Tony Bryce is cunt.
Yeah.
Miss Tony was cunt.
One thing about it, Tony and Willa, they gonna pump through fresh face. They
want to pump through. I said, because baby, one thing, Willa has every scene this season, basically, she's been fresh face. And I was like, bitch, oh, my sister is clearing the girls. My sister is eating the girls up. So, after the scene with Tony, and Tony's went to her surgery, you know, the girls go to the sex store, Oliver, Seven, and King Kane.
Right.
So, who came? It was Oliver and King came there first. Like, they were there together originally, and, you know, they opened the scene with each other. Just seeing how Kane interacts with Oliver, and Oliver interacts with Kane. Do you think Kane is still interested in Oliver? Like, he still wants another piece?
I feel like Kane wants a piece of anything that got a fat ass and some chocolate skin. So.
Now, do you think Oliver has topped Kane? Because Kane always calling him Fat Dick Eddie. So do you think he's giving Kane a piece of that meat, that piece?
I don't think he topped Oliver, but I do think he gave him some sloppy toppy.
But do you think Oliver topped Kane?
No, I just think Kane probably just sucked his Peter Walker.
So you believe that Kane's a full top?
Yeah. No, I just feel like with Oliver, he may play that. He plays the roles with certain girls.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I like that's all niggas.
yeah, but whatever floats his boat.
Whatever fucks it's
He
about.
always call him the Fat Dick Eddie, so.
That's what I say. He always saying Fat Dick
Hey,
Eddie.
Fat
So I'm
Dick
like,
Eddie.
hey, Fat Dick Eddie. Oliver girl.
Leave her alone.
Leave her alone and stop having him call you damn Eddie. We don't want him to call you by your real name. Your name is Oliver fucking Twix, bitch.
Okay.
So King Kane basically wanted Oliver to do his logo.
Y'all, hold on, y'all. I gotta take a quick break. I'm so sorry. I got tickled.
Oh God! Now he gotta pee. Okay, y'all, give us a quick second.
Bitch, I
We'll be
drink all
right
this
back,
damn
bitch.
water.
All right, you guys, we got back. Nique had to go drain the whistle, weasel, python,
Bitch,
whatever.
don't call that hoe no weasel. These bitches got weasels and wee-wees, ho. Keep it moving. We ain't talk about that. Respect the king. Bitch. Next topic.
Oh, bitch, I'm screaming. Anyway, so now at the sex store, back to the sex store. Do you think? Well, clearly Kane didn't give Oliver a deposit because that's why Oliver wasn't paying Kane no fucking
Oh,
attention.
yeah. You give Oliver your coin, you're going to get a product.
You're gonna
I'm
get
going to just leave it at that.
You're gonna get a fucking product. Do you think Oliver would let Kane pay him with the meat?
I'm not answering that. Because your wine hitting, and bitch, no, I don't think he take those type of deposits. I got you, Oliver. Because it's a messy girl.
I'm not being messy. I actually wrote this question down. I was just having a key. I was
bet
like,
you
you
did.
know,
Wendy.
because I'm just like, basically, windy down. Can't worry about it. I'm just trying to figure out, you know, girl, what we thinking? What's the tea? How the girls out there feeling? But anyway, girl, Nene trying to make me a messy girl. I'm not a messy girl, y'all.
No, you're amazing.
Anyway, no. So Seven walks into the set, and when Seven walks in, she greets Oliver.
Now,
and she
hold
greets
on.
Kane.
Disclaimer. Before that hoe walked in there, she told me she was headed to the scene, and I said, don't go in there on no bullshit with that boy because he already done cut up at this counter making.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go in there on no bullshit. I told her that.
And she went in there with it anyway.
Girl, go ahead with the scene, baby.
So Seven says to King Kane and Oliver, they you know, they interact with each other, they meet each other, whatever case may have, da. She says she likes him, his name is Kenny Kane.
Mm-hmm.
Now, her and Oliver are talking, she's talking about her hormones, and she's asking, like, you know, she was like, do you, Oliver asked her, how does it feel having sex now that she is a girl, that she's on her hormones? And she says that since she is on hormone blockers, she has a sensation of
She don't bust no nut.
nutting, but she doesn't really bust a nut. Nothing comes out.
Not my.
Did you know that?
I knew of that, but not my ministry.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I've heard also like it shrinks their penis size.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. I seen that.
That's why when girls be on hormones for years on years, like that's why you see them being able to do the whole tucking into a leotard with it looking like real fish, but they really ain't clipped. Yeah, it's a process. It's like I said, it's a journey.
I didn't know that. And see, the more I watch this show and the more I hang around these people, I really be learning a lot. No shade. Like I thought I was, even though like it was educational for me, but I feel like, you know, a lot of people also didn't know that either. So,
yeah.
Now after she talks about that, you know, whatever, Oliver tells King Kane to tell his experience of the candle making, because, you know, as they're talking, Seven asks, you know, well, how was the candle making to Oliver? And Oliver was like, well, you know, the candle making was good, but I'm gonna let King Kane tell, you know, his side or whatever. And he said basically, like, you know, he felt like he was completely ambushed and completely torn apart.
I bet he was.
Do you feel like we tore Kane apart?
No.
Do you feel like I tore Kane apart? Because I feel like I could have.
No, I ain't even. I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't even crunk up on that bitch yet. So it's like, girl, for you to keep saying like you feel maliciously maligned and double teamed and attacked and all these things and ambushed and all these things, it's like, bitch, I ain't even on your head yet. So it's like,
I feel like I could have went harder on that than her, and I didn't, because I actually was calm.
Yeah,
and that's why Oliver said at the end of the scene, like, bitch, you were I like how you handled that because, bitch, I could have ate her up.
Yeah, and ain't nobody got time to keep getting into it with a Looney Tunes silly ass bitch. Like, no shade. And she feel like it's so offensive for people to call her silly, but bitch, you're silly. Like,
And that's what Willa
nobody can
said.
take you serious. Like, nobody can take you serious.
Because you're literally a walking joke, no shade. So after, she said she was completely torn apart and all this kind of stuff. And then Seven gets into her confessionals and says, well, basically they get to talking about a conversation and Willa is like, not Willa, girl, the one talking. Seven says, go ahead, let him talk to Oliver. Like, basically let Kane get out what he finna say, how, let him tell his story. Do you think at that moment she should just let him shut up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because then now you're basically in the shit yourself. Basically. But Seven, she gets in her confession, she was like, I told him, I asked about his jobs, etc., and told him to. She was like, I asked about his jobs, etc., and told him to make it quick and short. But I don't think she ever said that in the scene. She ever asked him about his job. She told him to continue to talk about the thing, right?
Right.
So I'm like, I ain't like, girl, I'm not having it. I'm like, she didn't say that, so I want her to like. No shade, TT. I want her to like understand what's going on in the scene and know what she said in the scene.
Read the room.
Read the room before getting in your green screens and saying certain things. Because it's like, then that's what makes you look like, oh, bitch, you're lying.
My thing is, I just hate that, like I said, when she called me on FaceTime, like, you got to let the boys handle the boys and the girls handle the girls.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he would have slapped the shit out of you, at the end of the day, it would have had to be you or me to check this bitch.
Right.
And then on top of that, it's like you're also adding fuel to the fire, because if we're going to leave this topic alone, let's leave it alone altogether as an entire group. I don't need nobody coming to my defense. I feel like you don't need nobody coming to your defense. Right. And at the end of the day, Seven love you down. It definitely don't need to be you, because it's like, what I want you to do, go in there and go off on him and then y'all get the fighting? No, that'll never be me. I don't want none of my friends to fight my battles.
Yeah.
It's like, girl, just leave it alone. This is another scene where y'all talk about no shit.
Whatever.
Troy. It's like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah.
Like, what are y'all doing?
And I also think that she could have just left it alone only because it was just like, yeah, you could have let him give a recap or whatever and you could have defended, but I feel like you don't have to, go there with him. And now, you know what? I'm not going to say that because I'm going to say that for later. Because after me and Miss Girl went out the other night, when we all went to the Top Golf, Andretti's, and Miss Girl said she got me in her confessionals. But see, let me tell you how God works. Oh. I love you, TT. Let me tell you how God works.
How he works.
Because one of the supporters or fans, whatever you want to say, wrote a comment in the comment section and said exactly what I wanted to say or what I want to say. So when the time comes, I'm going to say it.
Period.
Love you, TT girl. Can't worry about it. You said we going to be good. But I just want to let you know, girl, I'm at you at every angle.
Oh, Lord. I ain't in it. Don't get mad at me.
I'm just playing. But no, so Seven basically said, Kane shouldn't have came and said anything to you, like, about what we talked about. If I said something to him or you said something to him, like if he really wanted to fix things, he would have brought both of us together. But instead, he did it in a maliciously maligned way, and decided to go to you and say something. But you came to me basically fishing for the information because I didn't offer any information to you. I didn't come to you and say anything like that. And I'm gonna say this: the
same way he came to my house, I feel like the same way he came.
Yeah, basically. And I'm gonna say this: I agree with Seven on some things, not everything, but in this moment, bitch, I agree with her. It was just like, girl, you were being messy, and you like to say you're not messy, but you was being messy, and on top of you being messy, you went and said some shit that you didn't have to motherfucker say.
Yeah.
You have to go say that. But instead,
if we was coming on to this shit, beef, let's kill each other.
Right. Like, that ain't got nothing to do with you.
That don't got nothing to do with y'all. And y'all keep saying everybody trying to use you for a storyline. It's like, it's not even about that, because if anything,
you used us for a storyline because bitch, you came to us.
Not yours. Not even about a storyline with us. It's our story. and it's between us.
Right.
So everybody trying to get a input. I just want everybody to stay out of it. It's not just toward Seven, it's toward everybody.
And it's him trying to continue to say, "Oh well, Nique stole the show, and Troy feels like he's behind." Bitch,
Why are you pushing the agenda like that?
let me tell you something. And then Dario can confirm this because I literally told Dario on the phone when we had our interviews before we got even contracts for season 6. And when they asked about whatever, in my response when they send the email out and they ask you when they said, "What do you want to be this season? Do you think you'll be more main cast or do you feel like you're a friend of the show?" And I said I'd be a friend of the show. And then Dario asked me why would I feel like I would be a friend of the show, and I told him, but I said, I can do more and I can give main cast energy. But even when the season has come around and y'all will see more, like, bitch, I was more on the side because it's been so much going on, not with just me, but in life and as well as the group. Like, bitch, it's just been a line. It's like, bitch, you don't want to be around that negative energy 24/7.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you.
Simple. But at the end of the episode, of course, Oliver comes out and talks to Seven and is like, girl, basically, what's the tea? And he seen us on the phone with Seven. I didn't even know I hung up before Oliver had. I don't even remember what the fuck I was doing. I think it looked like I was in the bed at the house. So I was like, whatever. But
also, just to pause you real quick, that also once again inserts us in some bullshit because it's like, oh, she ran out here to call Dominique them. Now they already in on the tea, and it's like,
and
I don't
think I knew they were filming.
I didn't either. I was retwisting my hair. I wouldn't even got on FaceTime like that if I would have known they was filming.
Yeah, I didn't think they were filming.
I knew they were filming the scene. I didn't know they were filming when she called me. I thought she was just called,
in the car. Like, I thought she was keying in the car.
Yeah, girl, child, please.
But anyway, Oliver, Kane comes out and her and Kane have a issue, another talk or whatever, and she basically told Kane to mind his business, and he was like, he's not minding his business, because if he feels like things can be fixed, he's gonna be fixed. But I feel like he tried to fix it the wrong fucking way.
Nique and Troy longer than you know them.
Yeah, but I feel like if you know us, if you quote unquote know us, you know that how you were trying to handle it was the wrong way. But I want to skip back to when Seven said in her green screens about her taking the hormones, and that's what makes her lash out on people. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like that is something she's going to be able to run with for a long time, especially her being on hormones for a year now?
I will say, from my personal experience, I don't know how hormones make you feel, but what I will say, no excuse is good enough to continue to give years on end, and that's just being honest. If you're gonna transition and you chose to do that, you can't. And if you feel that way, just don't come around the group. Right. I don't want you feeling like you gotta lash out or you're forced to be around in these uncomfortable situations while you're going through your transition. Maybe transition completely to the point where you feel like you got it leveled out and then come back around. But I just feel like I don't want that to be her excuse as her friend, as her brother. I don't want her continuing to say that because I know how they can look to the audience and everybody else, even the cast members. It's like, girl, no shade. People gonna continue to say nobody don't want to hear that. Yeah. And then it's gonna be, oh, they're not respecting my transition, but I really am. It's just your transition is stressing everybody the fuck out. Yeah. Not me.
Not funny. No, like it's
not me.
Everybody else.
Not me. You can call me anytime.
Call us anytime, but it's just like people in that I watch are gonna be like, okay, well this can't be an excuse every time for
or
everything.
If Kane catch a hold or somebody she beefing with catch a hold of that and they say some shit like that, it's like if you never said it, they would never been able to say that.
Yeah, they would never be able to bring it back to you. Yeah. So at the end of the scene, her and Kane and Oliver walk away all jolly going down the yellow brick road and whatever case may have you. He's on down. But like do you feel like that was genuine at the end of the scene, or
no? If I'm a clear bitch and I genuinely mean it, bitch, I'm gonna clear you. And when I leave, bitch, you're clear. It ain't no, oh, I'm gonna clear you and oh, girl, come on, let's hug it out. Yeah. Candy cane, bitch, no, ma'am. No. Get the fuck out my face.
And we're gonna keep it pushing.
Hello.
Period. On to the next thing. We see creative director Nique.
Oh my god.
Yes. We see creative director Nique. We see Nique being able to show another side of himself, like in what he does and what he do. Like, how has creative directing been for you?
It's been amazing. Just to be able to work with artists in the Atlanta area. It's fulfilling. I'll say that because I don't want to be a music artist, even though I did that song. But I do have an eye for graphics, visuals, all the things, other things when it comes to making a amazing production.
Right.
I talked to Tremel at Boss Babes. You was there. I sat down and talked to him at Boss Babes. He had
Oh, bitch, I got your Boss Babe trophy. I'm gonna give it to you before you leave. I'm gonna give
period.
it
You
to you
got
the
my
last time.
speaker, baby. Gather it all.
Do I got to speak? I do got to speak a bitch.
Period. Needed.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I just feel like there was a wonderful way to show people that I really am trying to put my best foot forward, no matter what the situation is with the group. I'm gonna continue to chase after my dreams, you know, and showcase what I want to showcase. Oh my God, can you present it to me?
Okay, we're gonna take a quick second, really quick, and I'm gonna present this award to Dominique. So during the second annual Boss Babe Awards, you know, Tag did it, the boom, you know, the freaking all that things of the things, accepted this award on Nique's behalf because Nique had to get out of there.
Yeah, I had to go.
So your winner of the second annual Boss Babe Awards, Boss Babe Entrepreneur of the Year.
Who is it?
Dominique Reed! Oh, congratulations, Nene.
Oh, thank
So proud of you.
Oh, is this a Grammy?
It's a Grammy, basically.
Close enough.
It's close motherfucking enough. Okay, we're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we're gonna get more into your creative directing scene, and then we're gonna continue on with the show.
Okay, period.
Period. All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Chasing Atlanta review, episode 3 and episode 4. We are currently reviewing episode 4, and we're gonna get right back into Nique and his creative directing. So, how was it like working with Tremel during, you know, his video shoot?
It was nice. I mean, he was a little nervous, you know, he was a little flustered, but it was nice to be able to come onto the scene, calm him down, just give him again my creative direction. He was up there trying to have on a damn wife beater and stuff. Bitch, take all them clothes off.
Right.
Oil you down like D'Angelo for to get a girls a moment.
Yeah, look good.
That's what we end up doing. It was nice to work with the dancers and all that. So it was a cool experience.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed, you know, like I said, just doing something outside the norm that I've always wanted to do and being able to showcase that on the show. I mean, I'll be honest, it's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Just not to be like in the mess all the time.
Yeah. And like, where do you see yourself going with creative directing? Like, what do you want to do with that?
I mean, the sky's the limit. Same with my dog grooming business. Anything I do, I'm put my best foot forward. And you know, until it could be my main stream of income, it could just be a stream of income.
Period.
You know? I mean, it's not like I'm doing video shoots every weekend. But,
Yeah.
You know, any artists that want to reach out, that want to collab, you know, just hit me up and we'll make magic.
Yeah, as you should. Make sure y'all hit me go to the creative direction.
Okay.
So this next scene was really probably one of my favorite scenes ever in Chasing Reality history. You know, because I feel like this scene was like very, very deep. I feel like Tonka really gave a lot in this scene with his uncle.
Yeah, a lot that he didn't have to give.
Yes, and I feel like it was very, 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 very relatable. So we'll get into it. Tonka, you know, basically introduced us to his uncle, and they sit down and have a conversation. And I think one of the first things that really stood out to me was that Tonka was able to tell his uncle that, you know, he knew he was different, but he knew he didn't. He, like, after being a legendary and after like doing certain things, he realized he wasn't like conforming to a gender, like he was non-binary, and like I feel like that took a lot of strain.
Yeah,
for him to do.
For both of them.
Yeah, because it's like you don't know how a person gonna react. You telling them like what you like. Okay, you already gay, but then you trying to say you're trans, or you trying to say you're non-binary. Da 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 da. Like, you know, I feel like most people would have reacted in a different way, but to see how his uncle reacted, like kind of like it gave me hope to like just sit down and like actually like be more open like with my parents and not really care about what they have to say, but like just talking to them and letting them know like, you know, more about who I am as a person.
Yeah, and I feel like that's what this show is all about. I could totally agree. I feel like this was a powerful scene. Shout out to Tonka. I love everything Tonka's been bringing to the show. I think he's a breath of fresh air. I feel like he's authentic. He's real. He's telling his story the best way he know how.
Yeah.
And in that story is something, like you said, that's extremely relatable. Sometimes we always look for that approval from our families, and you know, we really don't get it. And that's what we go into the ballroom saying. And, you know,
The gay
this my
parenting
brother
scene.
and my sis and all that. And sometimes we end up being closer, like, because no matter what nobody say, like, shit, going through ups and downs with, like, Troy, Willa, Seven, like, that's what I've always wanted with my siblings. Like, no shade. I feel like I'm closer with y'all than I am with, you know, especially my brother. Me and my little sister really close. But when it comes to my brother, me and my brother really don't have a relationship.
Right.
So that's why I kind of lean on y'all. And that's why moments when I don't hear from
Yeah.
certain people or man, it's
Oh,
just like, oh my
girl.
God, I'm going to lose my relationship behind, girl. But I do, you know, I really care about y'all because, I mean, and that's not y'all fault that that's my past, but, you
Yeah.
know, I kind of latch on because, I don't know, I felt very disposable in my life. So it's just good to be able to see somebody
Yeah.
telling that side of their story because right now I can't sit down with my uncle or my dad, and I would love to,
Yeah.
you know, because I feel like that's a story that needs to be told. But again, for Tonka to do it, kudos.
Yeah. And let me tell you, it's just so funny that you just said that about feeling disposable because me and my friends were talking the other day and we were just saying how, like, I was just telling them, like, and it's so crazy how a lot of people you be around have the same things going on or feel certain ways, and when y'all are connected, but you don't know if you don't really have those, like, conversations. But I was just telling my friends, I was like, some people I feel like I'm not. I feel like some people love me. I feel like people love me at a surface level, and I'm not saying everybody, but I feel like people love me for what they can get at the time, and then when they get what they can get, then it's just like, you know, I'ma still fuck with you, but I'm gonna fuck with you here. Like, bitch, I ain't gonna fuck with you here.
Yeah.
And I feel like I could name a few people, but I'm not gonna do that because I don't even want it to be. I don't want nobody to feel any kind of way. But I think that okay, I feel attacked, maliciously maligned. But no, I feel like it's just like it's like surface level. Like I feel like you know you can throw me today or tomorrow kind of thing. Like when it comes to like
When it's convenient
friendships.
for you.
Yeah, like when it's convenient for you. Like you fuck with me when it's convenient, and then once you get what you got out of me, you gonna put me back down for a minute. But when it's time for you to need something else, you go back up to feeling like, oh, bitch, you my girl. Da, 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 da. We need to be this. We need to be that. Da, da, da. And it's just like no. I definitely understand that. But do you think like Tonka said, like he hasn't really had that conversation with his dad. He doesn't really feel comfortable having that conversation because of like basically who his dad is or how he feel like his dad feels. Do you feel like Tonka should try to have that conversation with his dad?
I mean, in his own timing. In his own timing, I feel like we're all getting older. I feel like all of us need to try and mend those friendships because, like I just said, we all get older, so our parents getting even older. So it's like, just have those conversations. I haven't had the breakdown with my grandma,
Right,
about my sexuality, but
right.
there's something that's always in the back of my mind. Like she know I'm gay, but I would love to sit down and be like, "Yo, grandma, like
This is my
you
life.
could stop asking me like about a girlfriend or." How your little friend doing? That was my boyfriend.
Yeah,
We broke up. Like I want
yeah,
to be able to have those
yeah,
conversations with her.
yeah,
But to each his own, day by day for all of us, and we just got to do what we can.
yeah.
Our communication means a lot to them sometimes.
Yeah, it does. I will say that. Like, even though they feel away sometimes, like the communication they want, because it's just like they love us, they just don't know how in a sense.
Yeah.
Um,
And a lot of our parents, let's be real. I think he talked about it in the scene.
mhm.
A lot of our parents weren't ready to be parents.
Yeah,
No matter how fab we are, it's like they don't right now. I feel like if Tonka talk to his dad, I feel like his dad go respect him because of everything he's accomplished. But I feel like my accomplishments shouldn't level out to the love that I expect from you.
yeah,
No matter if I'm a bum on the streets or if I'm the president of the United States, I feel like you should love me. And I feel like a lot of parents don't get that.
yeah. And I literally just said this earlier. Like, I wonder why people could be so many other things in the world, but when it comes to just being gay, like it be a problem. Like you can't
Yeah.
fully give me all of you because I'm gay, and it's just like, girl, what's the difference of that than
Let
me
us
being a
get
fucking
rich.
drug dealer? Fucking yeah,
Let
like you
us
said,
get rich. Then everybody, that's my brother, that's my
everybody wanna.
niece, that's my nephew. Like, girl,
And
okay,
I say that
period.
about family too, Nick. I was like, I feel like it'd be family that really be the most people that love you at a surface level because Especially if they feel like you're gonna be something, or they feel like they see something in you, they gonna love you just enough, but they gonna give you just enough. They gonna give you just enough to feel like they can get something from you in the end.
Yeah.
When you do blow, when something does go for you, they feel like, oh well.
The low moments were better.
You know I've been there for you. You know you might this, you might that, you might whatever.
All right, girl. Call me later.
Love you. Bye. Tonka also said in his scene, you know, that he contemplated suicide. And he was like, he contemplated suicide because he felt like his family, you know, well, his family, he was like his auntie, and I feel like it was his auntie, his grandma.
Make him scrub his neck.
Make him scrub his neck with like bleach and all this kind of stuff, being that he was two-tone, and try to say like, you know, he needs to be lighter and all this kind of stuff, and his, you know, about his skin. Like,
I mean, damn, can I have eczema? Like,
right.
What the fuck?
Can I have something? Like, I feel like as a young kid, a lot of parents and a lot of people in the black community don't realize how much trauma they cause with things they say or things they do or how they act towards you.
Yep.
And it's just like, it becomes so hard when you become an adult. And it's just like, our parents probably have never dealt with the traumas they had as a child.
Yeah.
And it's just like, so now we're in a place where we can go to therapy and we can talk about it, but we still have those qualities of our parents and we don't even realize it because we're so caught up in it and we act in it so much every day. It's just like, damn, like, girl, you know what? I realize I do this because my mama did this to me.
I act
you know,
baby, so many times, so many ways I see like the characteristics. I act like my mama, and like I said, like we didn't have the best relationship, and I feel like there was another thing because she sees so much of herself in me.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was an eye-opening moment.
Yeah.
Even right now, it's just like, girl, let me try and see what I can do for Thanksgiving. I'm gonna pull up on the girls.
Right, pull up on the girls. That's what I said. I'm
being
up on the
fab, not giving a fuck.
Not giving a fuck.
I'm the gay cousin, the gay nephew, the gay uncle. That's me.
Clock it. But shout out to Tonka. I did text Tonka and let him know, like, even watching that scene, because I was watching it at work, I had got very emotional, like, watching that, because I was like, damn, like, bitch, I understand. I understand how hard it is to have a conversation with your dad, because, bitch, you don't know how he gonna react. You don't know what he gonna say.
But what can he really do? Most of us take care of ourselves. Let's call it a spade a spade.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of us, I mean, some people, parents, you know, still dibble and dabble and help out when they can, as they should, if they can. But, I mean, shit, I can speak for myself. Let's do that. Like, the car, all that I've acquired, like, bitch, shit, I don't have the newest car, but she paid for cash, and that was all Nique. Like, bitch, it might not have been all my money, but it was Nique that made it happen. But, you know the team. But
I know the team. We gonna talk about this.
Yeah, we gonna talk about the real sugar daddies.
Bitch, you are stupid.
But just every day when I wake up, I gotta pay my own rent. The gas gonna be on because of Dominique. The power gonna be on because of Dominique. So it's like, why am I so scared to talk to somebody that really is not gonna alter my everyday life?
My everyday life. Yeah.
If anything, it'll make it better.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take that. So, going on down to the last scene of the episode was a sex toy party.
The invitation that we declined.
The one I said I had to work for and really didn't.
Was it the house?
Was at the house because bitch I wasn't going. No shade.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. And a lot of people was like, "Well, was Dominique? What was Troy?" It's like, girl, no shade. I had enough of Kane for like a month.
And girl, I just didn't want to be there.
And also, I mean, I already knew Wayne was gonna be there. Kane's gonna be there. It's like y'all feed off negative energy when it come to me. It's just keep y'all.
I'm just gonna keep myself away.
Negative ass away from me.
Basically, bitch, I've already done enough. Bitch, you can do some more.
Shout out Oliver, bitch. I'll buy some lube or something. Call me.
Bitch, he was showing off Candy motherfucking stuff, not fucking his
She got
stuff.
lube?
Yeah, but it wasn't his shit.
Shout out to Candy.
Go buy some Kane stuff. Support the young black business, girl.
You buy that butt plugs and dildos you can get off Amazon, bitch. I don't want it. Bitch. I want quality.
Oh my God. Okay. So the sex toy party, the scene opens, they're in this, I think it's like apartment or a building, whatever case may have.
Yeah, that was at Jamar's house.
Oh, that's at Jamar's house? Well, no. Didn't pay attention. I paid attention.
I'm sorry, Jamar. I don't know if I was supposed to say that.
I didn't pay attention that much to see that it was Jamar's house. But how did you feel about the sex toys? Like, how did you feel, watching the girls in the scene, how did you feel about the toy?
It looked like they had fun.
Mm-hmm. It looked like they had fun.
It like they had fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'll start off with the positives.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to see the group to be able to get together and just enjoy each other. However they see fit, humping on the ground, drinking liquor till they're sweating. Whatever floats your boat, girl, do your thing. But bitch, even if I was there, no nigga in that room would have been dry humping me. So it's like I'm glad I didn't go.
That was my next question
The
because
demonstrations for me
Jay
was
Hunch and
a lot,
Rico was gagging me.
but the sound effects were teased.
Wait, what
That
was
boing, boing,
it?
boing. I
And
said,
Daria is a fucking fool.
I
Like
said, are we on Mario or what?
he had the editing down fucking pat, no shade.
Yeah.
Yes, Jay Hunch and Rico had gagged me. I was like,
You see how far Rico legs went back?
yes. Bitch, my legs don't even go
I
back.
said, bitch, she's a pro. She's a pro hoe. And then she said she the mouth of the South. I said, Rico, do your mama watch this?
Dominique!
I mean, I'm just calling the thing a thing. Okay. And baby J, okay, this is no tea, girl. If she hit my line, it is what it is. But they said be sexy, and I'm like J20 pumped in with this fucking Matrix leather coat. I'm like, bitch, I know if anybody in that motherfucker was hot. Bitch, you sitting there trying to be cute. I know your motherfucking ass was burning
I
up.
told you it gets theatrical every fucking time. They go
Girl,
somewhere.
I was like, bitch, where are you going?
So Kay said basically like he's just brutally honest. Like he is just like they having a conversation. He was like, he felt like we can't take his honesty. We can't take what he gives.
Oh, they talk about us again?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you feel like Kane is honest, or do you feel like what he does is like amp himself up and make him seem like he's telling facts and telling the truth, or he's checking somebody and he's really not?
I feel like Kane is a liar.
Mm-hmm.
I'll forever stand on that because I know he's literally lied on me 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Looked me in my face and did it. Also looked my friends in their face and told them multiple lies. Stay tuned. I feel like Kane can't be trusted. I feel like he came on this show with an agenda, and I refuse to be a part of it unless I'm gonna cuss your ass out in the process. So stay tuned.
I ain't got nothing else to say on that one. I'm gonna just go to the next one. So, but basically, like you said, he was telling lies and the things, and Jay basically checked Kane.
Yeah,
he basically told him like, you trying to be in the situation, and you trying to go back and tell Dominique tell Dominique what Troy said, tell Troy what Dominique said, but you can't talk about something you basically don't know nothing about.
You don't know nothing about.
You don't know nothing about.
No, and if anything, you heard what you heard, but it's like, bitch, you put your own story together and you bringing it to these cameras, and your story is not valid. Not in my world. Never will.
It's not valid. So it's just like, hey, you coming into something because you feel like you knew, like you said, you feel like you knew us. So being that you feel like you knew us, you decided to be like, oh, well, I can fix this, I can do whatever. But you did it the wrong way, and you were talking about shit you knew nothing about.
And what was funny was while they would talk about me and you, you got Wayne in the corner talking, oh, y'all talking about Dominique looking for a moment, and it's just like, what the fuck?
But in that moment, you're looking for a moment.
In that moment, you're looking for a fucking moment.
No one was talking to you about Dominique.
You don't even know how to take control of a moment. You can't even think that quickly. Like,
Wayne,
you can't even get it all out. Like, bitch, no shade. I really think the girls be slow. But y'all trying to be like superstars and in the limelight. Can you handle it?
If I go there, baby, with you.
Baby, because I'm telling you, y'all are flopping. And the people are laughing at y'all and not with you.
Not with you, no shade. And, bitch, the people were definitely laughing at this next thing I have to say.
What happened?
Now, Miss J Swan, girl, I don't know how, girl, for her to say, getting her green screen, say, I don't know Dominique to be fake, but Troy, oh, that girl could be a little fake. Fake how?
And what I got to do with it?
Fake when? You mad because I don't want to be your friend? And I tweeted that the other day too, and the girls were gagging on Twitter. I said, ho, you can't say nobody fake. Because, bitch, you mad because I don't want to be your friend. I said, the only thing is fake is that botched booty. That botched butt job that you got. When you took them birthday pictures, that booty sitting on that back, and you ain't even tucked because your stuff sitting on the front of your stomach. The pictures was a fool. So why you trying to sit out here and talk about me and say I'm fake? No, bitch, you're the fake one. Cause bitch, that bitch, girl, what?
I have no
My I
comment.
wasn't even at the scene. So how did you get in your green screen and try to
They're
shade
talking
me?
about you,
They
yeah.
talk about
And
me.
that's what I don't like. It's just like y'all grasping for straws, and every time y'all,
But you do that and then want to have a conversation or want to have a sit down with me, which y'all see in the next episode, which you'll see why he's more and more, even more delusional.
so I just feel like when it comes to the scenes, I feel like, and this is not because y'all talk about me. It's not because y'all talk about Troy. It's just a little advice. When you sit in the scene, I need you to be in the scene. I need you to read the room and realize why you're there. If anything, do what Rico and Jay then were doing. Interact with the sex toys, do the demonstrations, get to know each other that's in the room. Leave people that's not in the room out of it and don't
Basically.
bring them into the conversation. Like it is what it is.
Cause girl,
Like
every time
girl,
you bring me up, girl, going for it, bitch, I'm on your head, and
okay.
I'm letting you know now, girl. I can't play with this. I can't sit back and be quiet no more. I said I'm gonna be quiet, but I'm not gonna do it on Instagram. I'm gonna do it on fucking Twitter, cause I can say what the fuck I want to say on there, and cuss that hoe out like I did. And last upset, you know what? Going back
Mm-hmm.
to the other bitch that be talking about me that you maliciously maligned, cause that's the word of the episode, maliciously maligned. And I tweeted about her ass too. Cause bitch, you could never check me when you were pulled up to the scene in your green screen outfit.
That's true.
You
And she
can't
also done pulled up with half drunken bottles.
you
Talking
can't
about I bought a bottle. I'm like, bitch, you bought half a bottle?
you
And that's
can't
ghetto as fuck.
ghetto boots.
The fuck? What
You
we do that at? Jack Daniels?
we don't even
Y'all
girl
don't even drink
we don't even
Jack
drink
Daniels.
Jack. Like girl, stop bringing that cheap ass shit to our sets, bitch. It's top shelf or nothing else. Like period.
Now that's a word.
Like, girl, let it go. But bitch, that hoe said you be talking about everybody want to act like you just this fab girl, but bitch, none of us have worn the same things in green screens that we've worn in our scenes.
I'm telling you, the girls are really reaching, and they just want to be them girls, but they not them girls. I mean, this is not going to be the only time y'all see Kane wear something repeatedly. And I'm not trying to drag her, but it's like,
I mean,
bitch, I'm not the girl to get into it with because, bitch, you want to pull the shit to the light?
just go
I'll pull it to the
check the
light.
green outfit that she wore to our thing, and then go look at Chasing Dallas season 1 or 2. You'll see it again.
Oh, she did it then. She did
Mm-hmm.
it, bitch, when season 4, when she came to my house, she had on this little green situation that she gonna have on at the pool party. It's like,
Oh,
girl,
girl,
if you need some coins or a wardrobe, call me because, bitch, it looked like you worry about the wrong
you
thing.
worry about the wrong fucking thing. Get those looks together, honey. You can't
Okay,
worry
bitch,
about
get some of them baby clothes and throw them across your back.
Can't worry
But
about
go
us.
ahead.
Add a couple of safety pins. But anyway, so Wayne gets to crying in front of a group about Kendra, and basically he goes in the bathroom to collect himself to have his, his time. And Jay basically goes to comfort him, and Jay says basically, that him and Wayne have had these conversations before. Like, did you know Jay and Wayne were like that close?
No, like I said, I don't talk to Wayne. I don't know who Wayne talks to.
Mm-hmm.
And again, long as he's not talking to me,
Mm-hmm.
we good to go.
Period. Do you think Jay? Do you think the advice Jay gave Wayne about him having to find his own way and really do what he want to do for himself, was valid?
It was extremely valid. I do feel like as we see, Wayne is in pain in this moment, and he's gonna get through it. But I do feel like Wayne needs to find himself. I feel like, you know, in our 20s and early 30s, that's the time to really try and hone in on who you are, what
Mm-hmm.
you bring to this world, why you're here, all those type of things. But some people don't take the time to do that, and I
Right.
feel like in his late 30s, it's about that time.
Yeah.
You're about to be 40. It's not going to be a good look to be trying to figure out who you are at 40. At
Well,
that point,
Oprah ain't really get her start till she was 38.
okay, but Oprah was also doing radio, so it's
She
like,
was. That is fact.
girl, you got to find your lane and you got to ride it out.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah, shout out to Wayne. Jay, keep giving him great advice, but the best advice he gave him is to not worry about Dominique because Dominique is somewhere living his life, not giving a fuck about you. So you need to take heed to that and just keep living, babe. You got it.
I'll take that.
Mm-hmm.
And the last thing from this episode and from this scene, Oliver calling out King Kane, basically telling Kane, like, why you got to do all that? Like, why you being so extra? You doing the most, and you saying that you were, us had and all this kind of stuff, and basically, like, you just doing a lot. Like, And like I said, Kane comes with his theatrics, and I feel like it was just it just be too much. And I feel like even in that moment, like he made it seem like more than what it was.
I feel like the theatrics good for the show. Believe me and my homegirls, the fuck out of it. That's the only way I look at
And
it.
don't try to put Willa in and talking about something he want Willa to get to know him for herself. Like, bitch, she is. But at the end of the day, if anything goes wrong, she knows whose side she's on. Period. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
and not even to say it's a side thing, but it's like
Right,
y'all
it's like
girls
she's doing
trying,
it for her friend.
y'all girls trying to come in this circle and try and put our friends against us or put us against each other. It's not going to happen.
It's not gonna happen.
Like you don't have that type of power, and we're not going to give you that type of power. Stay tuned.
Period. Well, that's really all we got.
And doodle doo.
And doodle doo. So, Nene, get a girls, your Instagram, let them know where they can follow you at and
Oh,
things like
damn.
that.
So catch me on Instagram. You can follow me at theiconique.com. That's THEICONNIQUE. Excuse me because I am congested.
Mm-hmm.
But you can follow me at theiconique on theiconique1 on Twitter. I'm trying to start up my YouTube. That's also The Iconique.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, come get y'all dogs groomed. Shout out.
Yes, get your dogs groomed and make sure you continue to follow me on Instagram at Tag Did It, on Twitter, TikTok, all of that at Tag Did It. And yeah, we fuck with y'all. We love y'all. And
shout out to all the reviewers and everybody that's making this happen for us, that's watching the show, all our supporters. And a major shout out to your homegirl, Farrah.
Farrah from Chanel. What's up, girl?
Yes, shout out to Farrah. I've been loving your reviews of the show, so keep doing your thing. And yeah, I think we're going to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'll be on that show really soon. But y'all, thank y'all for tuning in once again. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And y'all know what it is. It's freaking Freckle. We down here doing Chasing Atlanta reviews for the Forever season.
Period.
Love y'all.
Over and out.
You know where we at. It's time to sip and chat. We get to the bag and tell them that Tag Did It.